Okay, so.
Ready? Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me try that again. That was terrible.
All right. Let me get real for a second. So, hi Instagram, I'm back. I haven't shown up here in the last, honestly, 3 to 6 months. Maybe the last year consistently, because I couldn't. For about a year now, I've been cycling through. What the fuck? For a year now, I've been moving through cycles of autistic burnout and operating in functional freeze, which is what feels like I'm like a zombie, or like someone's behind the wheel, but I'm not a conscious driver. And also, when I say burnout, I don't mean just like tired. I mean like my entire system and nervous system was shutting down. I had no capacity, no energy. I couldn't mask. There was no pretending. I didn't have anything to give. So yeah, my first hiatus, which was last year, I called it my sacred solitude. That was really my body forcing me to rest after years of masking, internalized ableism, over functioning, people pleasing, and just operating out of survival, trying to hold myself together in ways that were no longer sustainable. It's like my nervous system was like, yeah, girl, we've had enough of this bullshit. And honestly, it was right. And this most recent hiatus, I guess kind of really since my birthday. I feel like I posted on my birthday, then came back in September for one post, trying to be visible. Yeah, I kind of just disappeared. But it wasn't about disappearing. It was more so, I don't know, just deconstructing, I guess. Breaking everything down and healing parts of me that were still living in survival mode, even when my mind thought I had healed it. Every time I had a cycle of burnout, I realized another way that I was masking, and I couldn't keep it up anymore. I've also been processing abandonment wounds, anxiety, unlearning anxious attachment, a lot of internalized ableism. I think I mentioned already, a lot of shame and guilt that came with that. And just trying to feel safe to be seen. Honestly, even going outside has been a lot on some days. I genuinely don't have words for whatever my nervous system is doing right now. Not a single word. Just operating as myself and being unmasked without all the things I had built up as armor to keep myself safe from whatever it was, during childhood or whatever. Yeah, I just been trying to feel safe without going back into freeze, but that's just what kept happening. So I really had to take the time and let my inner child speak instead of silencing her or ignoring her, because she's too sensitive or has too many emotions. My therapist told me that I treat my inner child like an uncomfortable inconvenience, and I was like, damn. That's how I felt my whole life. And so just trying to undo that and rebuild trust within my own body has been a gnarly ride. I wasn't avoiding, I mean, I guess I was, but I wasn't avoiding you guys or whatever. I just was finally meeting myself after a very long time. I didn't realize my abandonment wound was so deep, number one. Number two, I didn't realize that because I felt abandoned as a child, that I then in turn learned to treat myself that way based on the way that I was treated growing up and whatnot. Truthfully, I just couldn't show up while pretending everything was fine. And not that anyone was asking me to, but my healing needed privacy, and my nervous system needed softness and safety. My spirit needed honesty, and my inner child needed me and my undivided attention. Yeah. I almost ended up in the grippy socks a few times. I almost fucked up my sobriety hella times. Alcohol and otherwise. Self-harming came up quite a bit, but everything is still intact. I still am, A-okay. Check the trackers. A lot of spiraling. A lot of coming undone, tearing away, unraveling. But I'm back now. But not the version of me that left, but the version of myself that actually listened and who rested and who stopped performing, which I didn't realize how much I was a fucking shucking and jiving for you hoes. Didn't realize how much I was masking. But also I let myself unravel, and I finally feel regulated enough to stand in my truth again, be authentic, and just, so I've evolved. I'm evolving. So I'm not coming back because I'm better. I'm coming back because I finally feel like myself again. I'm regulated, grounded, rooted, and I'm ready to share from a place that's real and not of survival. And honestly, getting back to why I originally created this page. Now, what was I saying? I'm finally getting back to why I originally made this page. It didn't start out as a business page. It was a space for me to bloom. And you can bloom with me. Hence, Bloom with Shay. I wanted to show my spiritual journey, my healing journey, just my journey, my processes and stuff. We're getting back to the core and the purpose of this page, the original purpose of this page. This era, I guess, of Bloom with Shay is built from truth, nervous system safety, and alignment, and authenticity. So thank you if you're here. Thank you for making it to the end, and thank you for being patient, and thank you for being here while I learned how to be here for myself. Also, I am going to start a segment that's called Just Shayin', where I'm just shayin' whatever's on my spirit or my mind. So, thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you did, throw a heart hands emoji in the comments to show some love. I'd appreciate you. I'm just shayin'.